Shout out to Cryptic Cowgirl.
Keem's trying to talk to wins. They be bullshitting, spitting lolcow slang. Scam Tommy and kick them out. You know Keem running this gang. We're live on YouTube, ain't no pre-recorded games. Fuck around, you might get one in your brain. Hey, lolcow, nigga, but it's the lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Now Boogie got his nipples tippled from a hippie Twiggy who was pretty but shitty towards little Stevie, and 50 years later we all paying the price. But Wings had things that only kings could dream on this history. He leaked to the show and we all paid for it twice. And if page 5 stays high up in Wings' mind like the burn shit in our eyes, then prize we still pay the price. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow, nigga, but
Shout out
it's the
to Ken,
lolcow.
Cash Cow for 12 months.
Lolcow, nigga, but it's the lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Now Keem's theme is the Scream Team, but mean stream to his team and later come clean that it was all a dream and he owns everything, and the Iron Team was him.
Yep.
And the stream deems Keem to be the meme king, and the meme queen is Boogie's lean tween who needs keys so she can leave, please rescue the kid. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow,
Scooby, shout out Cash Cow for 5 months. Michael Cole, 6 months, Cash Cow.
You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow, nigga.
Lucifina with a 5 gifted. Hey,
You clicked it just now.
Lolcow. Local alert with 8 months, Cash Cow.
Watching it, you clicked it just now.
Wing, 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 wing. Mac talking smack. Thank you for the 1 gifted. Han Solo with the 6 months. Dope Intel with the 9 months. He about to have that baby. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the absolute worst podcast on all of YouTube. You're watching LolCow Live. Thank you for the 5 gifted alert. Here's the deal. I have some confessions. You know what? Let's bring Boogie in. Let's bring Boogie in, and I'll do the confession in front of him. I will do my confession in front of Boogie 2988.
Uh-oh.
I have a confession to make. I, Daniel KEEM, a.k.a. KEEMSTAR, support domestic violence.
I always knew it. I believed it. From the very first day I met you.
I do. That's what everyone's been saying. There's been a whole thing throughout on Rewind last night, in our Discord, on Twitter, all over Reddit, that I am a supporter of domestic violence. So you know how like, if somebody supports like Ukraine, they have like a little yellow and blue ribbon, or if they support breast cancer awareness, they'd have a pink ribbon.
Right.
I need my I support domestic violence ribbon. Like what color should it be? Should it be like
black and blue, maybe?
Black and red, maybe?
A little blue red in there.
Something that you guys are unaware of is that like I just root for domestic violence. It's like my favorite thing. It's what I support. I personally love it. I just want more of it. Honestly, I think everybody in every household should just beat the shit out of each other constantly. And like, I didn't know that I supported. I actually had no idea that I supported domestic violence until yesterday
when we had Wings on, everyone made it very clear that I do in fact support this thing. It was something new that I actually like learned about myself. Some people in the chat say like, this is a disgusting joke. This is what other people are saying about me. It's got to be true. I don't know what the joke is. They couldn't be all wrong, could they?
I don't think so. I think maybe somewhere deep down inside, we support just bitches getting hit, I guess. I don't know.
Like my whole life, I went through, you should never hit a girl. This is like absolutely horrible. My whole entire life, right? Then this incident with Wings happened. And then we had him on the show trying to like fix him and resolve him. And everybody said, whoa, 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 wait up, wait up. You're wrong, Keemstar. You actually do support men hitting women. They have to be right, right? That's, you know.
I mean, it is possible that they could be a little bit wrong.
Do you think there's a chance these people are wrong?
Maybe just a little bit of a chance.
I was trying to think of any time where I was just on the edge of my seat, like, man, go ahead and beat up that woman. Like, I can't think of any though.
I don't really remember that. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
It's like almost every time I've seen it, I was like, well, that guy's a bitch. He should probably go to jail, and there should be like some consequences.
Yeah, I seem to remember you reporting on it a bunch of times and making sure that people were held accountable for doing it.
You're right. I did do that now that I think about it.
Huh. Is it possible that maybe you're actually against domestic violence? Do you think that's a possibility? I don't want to shit talk you, but it's possible you might be against it.
I would have to call a lot of people a liar. I would have to say that a lot of people are acting in bad faith when they say I'm supporting. You know what? I actually think they are acting in bad faith. If I truly think about it, right, and I'm giving my honest, raw feelings, I don't think I don't think I actually support domestic violence at all. In fact, I think that's a horrible, heinous thing.
Yeah, in fact, I think I spent the majority of my life actually as a victim of domestic abuse for the first 18 years of my life. And ever since then, I've spoken out against it constantly.
I might go as far as say that the people that say I support domestic violence might actually be horrible, horrible people.
Like, I think they might be straight up fucking retarded people.
It's not that they're stupid, because they know that, like, I don't support that. They're literally lying. They're lying.
That would make them evil, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they're literally cocksucking, fucking retarded, fucking evil people that are literally trying to say, you know, it's one thing to criticize us for having Wings on. Sure, we're open to criticism. Not a lot of people are going to be happy with that, right?
Of course.
It's a whole nother thing to paint the picture that, you know, in my free time, I'm looking up domestic violence, being like, I support this. This is good content. That's a whole nother thing. I don't know who you're convincing with these arguments that that's what we support, but nobody with a fucking brain. Nobody with a fucking brain.
Just straight up fucking retards. Or there are people out there who are, you know, LARPing as if they believe it for some bullshit internet points.
I got into a fight with somebody in the Discord over this earlier today. And right away, Twisted Puppet or something, right away they were saying something like, ooh, you could tell I struck a nerve with him. Motherfucker, I thought I thought you cared about domestic violence. Now you're talking about, ooh, I struck a nerve with Keem. That kind of went out the window real quick. Like, literally probably the fucking most bad faith people in the fucking world. But there's all these allegations of us supporting domestic violence, which we are going to review and go over for you.
Goody.
This evening. Also, there is a huge story going on. And
the one and only neighbor Tina D super chatted $20. I don't like Wings, but I know you don't support that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love it, David. There's a bunch of allegations that we support domestic violence, so we're going to respond to that. And then also we have Milkers versus Psycho Mom, which I just found out resulted in Roxy getting suspended from her in real life job. Like,
who takes it IRL? That's retarded.
Dude, there's all kinds of crazy stuff and drama that we need to address and whatnot. I was thinking about putting this off towards the end. But do you guys want to talk about the domestic violence right out the gate? Because we could. Let me know. One's in the chat.
I think we should even bring in some of the people that are accusing us of domestic violence. Let's see what they have to say.
Dude, some of the funniest shit I've ever heard from any of these fucking idiots is like, you profited off of domestic violence. Motherfucker, I do shows every day. They all make money. They all make money. They're all successful. They're all like, true. We are literally like, it's public knowledge. You can go to Playbook and look, all right? Every show we do makes money. The fact that you're saying to me because Wings, pushed his wife is the only reason why I made any money is fucking hilarious and also just false. All right. I have the numbers. I have the proof that you're wrong, fucker. Right. Like I got the data.
Now, if you do want to go after somebody that has profited off of domestic abuse, you'd have to go after
$20. I love your hoodie, Keem. I gotta get me one.
Thank you. This is like 4 years old, and it's from Nike, and it was one of the dopest hoodies they've ever made. I had to cop it. It's got the little dove on there and shit. It's a fire hoodie for sure. But go ahead.
But if you wanted to go after somebody that did profit from domestic abuse, I would recommend Oprah, Sally Jesse Raphael, Montel Williams, Jerry fucking Springer, MTV, ABC, CBS, NBC, every real low housewife show there goddamn is. That's what they fucking do. People have been profiting off that shit since the beginning. We don't make a show about it. We don't dedicate our show about it. It's just something that happened on our daily fucking show.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I thought somebody said they canceled their membership, but they were talking about Queens.
Yeah, Queens is fucking tapped.
I did see a lot of people saying that they went and canceled their membership because of Wings coming on yesterday. And I seen so many comments of like, I've canceled my membership because Wings is on. Fuck you guys, like all this shit. So I go back and look at the numbers. I'm like, damn, it must be pretty groundbreaking. Such the big impact that we have. We gained members. We didn't lose any fucking members. These people are literally virtue signaling in the Discord or in the chat, just trying to look cool in front of each other. Like you're not even unsubbing. Like I checked this dude who said I'm unsubbing and I'm canceling my membership. Still a member. There was no cancellation. Like you just literally are lying. Go fuck $20. Yourself.
Boogie, stop acting gay.
Oh yeah, I don't have to be gay anymore. March is over, bitch.
All right,
I loved shaved pussy. Shut up.
I told the docket team to get a bunch of allegations against me and Lolcow Live and the company, and like let's put them together. The first one is Zay Zooted. All right, this is what she said about me and nerds.
Oh, can I see it?
Yeah, I didn't share it with you. 1 minute, 2 seconds. There you go, sir. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
With the LCU. This was my problem and why we had a stream earlier in the month about me talking about why this community isn't safe for women. And I mean that wholeheartedly. This community is not safe for women. If you are a woman out there, I don't suggest you join. Why would you? When every woman in this community has brought up their issues, what happens? The mods throw it under the bus.
Okay. So allegedly, the community is not safe for women because when any woman brings up their issues, it gets thrown under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Octoling super chatted $20. Keem, I don't envy you, but I do like you. Last year you had the mess with Boogie. In January you had to deal with Mike's controversy.
Yep.
February to March it was the Becky stuff, and now the Wings mess.
Yep.
Who is next?
So
I don't know. I'll probably fuck up again. Can I say that? And let me go ahead and say it. Our community is about as safe for women as it is for men, which is to say you will be trolled a little bit. You will be criticized a little bit. You will be fucked with as a bit right? And then on top of that, there are trolls that we are actively fighting outside of our community that we actively have to fucking deal with every day. So when you join our community, you better have a bit of a fucking tough skin. Zayzooted does not. But as it comes for like seriously fucked up shit, Keem, I think you handle that pretty well, don't you?
Yeah. I will say this, Zayzooted, you're fully retarded for that. That might be the most retarded thing ever. All right. We have literally, especially our Discord, we have one of the safest Discords on fucking the entire internet. Go to another YouTuber's Discord and look at fucking weird fucking gooner pictures all day and like in real life harassment and fucking all kinds of crazy shit. Like, just type a 1 in the chat if you've ever been to any other Discord, like, and you see all this craziness happening on a fucking daily basis. We have like one of the safest Discords, point blank, period. You sound like a retarded person that has zero experience on the internet. You must have been sheltered your entire life. You must have never been into another Discord. You must have never been onto Twitter or onto Instagram or onto TikTok or any place on the internet at all. Your only experience on the entire internet must be our Discord to have that fucking opinion.
$26.19. Obviously, Keen doesn't support DV. Boogie jury's still out on that he'd hit a fat edge.
I'd go as far as to say, you guys don't understand why our Discord is so safe. We have people in our community that are very, very good at keeping us safe. And I'm not going to point any fingers, but we have some mods that do shit you wouldn't fucking believe because they are technological goddamn wizards. You are safer on a Discord than you are on any other fucking Discord, period.
Yeah, we literally have one of the safest Discords and communities, period. Like, it's so nice. And I get compliments all the time about how people come to this community and they love it because it's like, there is no weird shit going on, right? There is no doxing. There is none of this nonsense, right? But you'll see. It's about to get worse. Is there any chance you can read this? Because this...
who is this? I don't know who that person is.
Bailey. Which is Zayzooted's friend.
I was just being sexually harassed in voice chat, low key. But whenever I don't really give a shit, I stand on business at all times. I just wanted to hear Boogie talk, but people would not keep my name out of their mouths. Like, if I can get under your skin that easily while I smirk at my keyboard, you need to get your brain cells. One buff weave, show your girlfriend half the attention you show random women who get under your skin over fake drama that you have fabricated yourself. Why does this person type like a 14-year-old girl?
Yeah, I'm good. It seems like that is just going all over the place, and now I just don't care.
Yeah, she was throwing one buff weeb under the bus for supposedly sexually harassing her in voice chat.
Yeah, it's rough.
Big Zebo 25 super chatted $19.99. Wings is 2-0. Who's next?
Which, for the record, I just want to say, when it comes to these particular women, Zayzooted and all these other fucking women, do you know what they consider to be sexual harassment? If you call them a cunt, that's sexual harassment. If you're like, you're a fucking whore, that's sexual harassment. Dude, motherfucker, do you watch this show?
Does Zayzooted even have a right to claim sexual harassment from anyone? She calls people cocksuckers and shit. Like, yeah. She literally calls people little dick freaks, and like she like literally sexually harasses when she's talking shit to people. All right. She calls John a virgin. Like, bro, you kind of lost your right to say you're being sexually harassed, right?
So we have a shit talking community, and it is possible for you to go across the line. And if you go across the line, you will be dealt with. Don't get it twisted. That said, it is a shit-talking community. If you join our voice chat, you better have the balls to be able to handle it. And if you don't, maybe just don't join the Discord.
By the way,
maybe don't.
We created...
Control plus Alt plus Della super chatted $19.99. I disagree with Zay. As a woman, I can always go to Lord Rush, Baja, and Ken, and I'm very safe.
Yeah. Our mods are fucking great. Like, saying that our Discord is an unsafe place, go fuck yourself. You deserve to get banned for that. because it's just not true, right? Go on the internet where you're really not safe. Like, go somewhere else in some other community.
Yeah, make one post on Twitter, see how that goes.
You know, it's like fucking the amount of shit that we deal with on a daily basis to make sure the community is safe, and then you have to deal with that. Just straight up fucking bullshit. Just because you're losing an argument, you can't fucking say, hey, I'm getting fucking verbally destroyed. You can't just admit that you're getting fucking bullied and you're getting beat up in the Discord in a fight that you're engaging with, right? She's talking shit. They're talking shit back, right? She's losing the shit talking match. So then she's like, whoa, this community's unsafe. Like, motherfucker, go fuck yourself. Now, granted, she did apologize to me since then, right? But I just haven't had a chance to voice myself, right? I get it, like Zay Zuda and all these other hosts, you guys have microphones and you have shows and you can say what you want. I have a show too, and I will be responding on my show to all the shit you motherfuckers say, right?
Yes, please.
I've been letting y'all fucking run wild. Like, we're going to get to the Milkers too. Milkers fucking ran a whole thing. They don't care about us. They doing this and they doing that. Motherfucker, okay. All right. Wait till I get a chance to respond. All right. Now let's jump into the complaints on Rewind last night where we really got hit.
Favorite content at Fat Camp was pushing the car around, and that wasn't a big money winner.
No, like, that wasn't a big stream for them. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know how much money was made off of this. I think the people.
Okay, Billy, okay, listen. Here's my biggest issue. Stop fucking bullshitting me. I'm sorry, KEEMSTAR, you are my friend, but don't bullshit me. Just say the motherfucker is back. Just say, stop ball teasing people. Just fucking say he's back. Just fucking say he's back.
Okay, Xylee. Guess what? Wings is not back.
Exactly.
He's not. He's not.
He doesn't even know if he wants to come back, he's told us.
He's literally not an employee. He's not a part of Lolcow Live, right? We had him on to see how it would go, all right? That's what we did. He didn't even want to do the show yesterday. We kind of forced him into doing the show just to see how it would go. And I thought it went kind of well, you know?
All things considered, I thought it went great.
Look, Wings did something horrible, and everybody knows it. And nobody supports what he's did. There's not a single person in the LCU. I know this is going to be shocking to the retards that call into Rewind. This might be a little shocking for you. Brace for impact. But nobody really wanted him to push his wife on the table. I know. That's crazy. That kind of fucks up your whole narrative of us supporting domestic violence. But
in fact, we were all pretty well against it. And even, if I remember correctly, didn't you suspend the guy?
Yeah.
And fire him because of it? I'm pretty sure you were against it.
I would say to the social justice warrior that called in Rewind last night, you are a full-blown retard. All right? Something is wrong with your fucking brain. All right? There is no actual calculations going on. The shit you said is just so easily like disproved. Go fuck yourself. I'll get to you though.
And you don't care what anybody fucking thinks. You go around telling people, don't listen to the chat. You don't ever care about what the fucking chat thinks. But goddamn, if you didn't you didn't put a poll in the chat to see what the chat thinks when it came to that. Just stop bullshitting. Just say he's back. I'm not.
Look, Xylee, I want to know what the percentages are on all these opinions. I do. All right, I'm constantly asking the chat, where are you guys at? I put out a guess yesterday, and I said, I bet that 1/3 of the audience will never forgive Wings. Another third will forgive him if he does something to, make himself better. And another third doesn't give a fuck. They actually don't care. They just want to see Wings. And I was right. But most people don't give a fuck. It was like 43%. Literally don't care what he did. All right? And don't even want to see redemption. I think the second biggest number in that was people did want him to get better and see redemption. And then the lowest level was, I'm just never going to forgive him. Go fuck yourself. It was like only 20% felt that way.
Which I think it was even less than that, if I'm being honest. It turned out, 20% or so. But a lot of those people, I think they'd still watch. Because somebody pointed out, we had higher than average view numbers that day, right? So that meant there was a lot of looky-loos there that day that don't normally watch the show. So that probably skewed the numbers. And even with that, the numbers were in favor of Wings. Even though there's probably a bunch of people hate watching, the numbers were still in favor of Wings.
I fear that, I'm not even going to say that because I don't know. I don't want to spread any rumors if it's not true. All right. Here's Xylie's feelings towards Wings.
To feel safe at live events with Wings there?
No, Xylie. If Wings were to come back, which I don't think that's happening, but if he were, all right, he could not go to a live event. That would be irresponsible for me to have him there. You know? There would have to be a long road of fixing and healing. I mean, there would have to be something. No. And I wouldn't ask anyone to be put in that situation to go to a live event with Wings. After what happened, are we insane?
I think the path, before we'd ever put Jordy in the same room with Xylie or anybody else, it would be therapy, anger management, marriage counseling for months. And then we would do a live event with me and you and Jordy to see if he can handle shit. And then, and only then, had we seen the progress and proven that he was safe, then we might consider it.
They're more mad at me and they're more obsessed with lying, saying I support domestic violence than being mad at the fucking person that did it. It's fucking wild, bro. It is. Go fuck yourself. Actually go fuck yourself. All right. How would you like it if I just start accusing you that you support domestic violence? Like, that's so fucking off the wall. There's not a single fucking person accusing me of supporting domestic violence that actually believes it. You don't even believe what you're saying. Are you trying to tell me that you truly believe, oh, I love this stuff? Oh, yes, I want to see more women physically assaulted. Like, that's what you're saying. You really believe that? No, you don't. You're acting in fucking bad faith, you garbage fucking human.
Am I supposed to automatically go, yeah, no. He's not going to get all pissed off and start shoving people. Am I supposed to think that? Am I supposed to think that? And then he lied, right? He lied right there in the live stream. He said, Kelly didn't even react when I did that to her arm. First of all, you didn't just smack her arm. You smacked it and then grabbed it. And she did react because she rubbed her fucking arm. Do I have to show it? Because I will. You said she didn't react. She absolutely reacted.
Look, I don't disagree with any of what Xylie's saying.
No, I agree entirely with everything she just said, actually.
It's like, dude, Xylie's 100% right, all right? I'm not coming at Xylie. And I'm not coming at the people that are voicing real concerns, especially those that have, like, experienced domestic violence or some shit like that, all right? I get it. But there's a lot of fucking white knight weirdos that are popping up that are going so far and their criticism is so extreme to their like KEEMSTAR supports domestic. I'm sorry. I have to draw the line. All right. We gotta pause the tape. All right. And we gotta pick on you and your fucking retarded brain and the bullshit that you're spewing. And I shouldn't even like say that you're stupid because you're not stupid. You know what you're doing. You know, you do not believe what you're saying.
I was tired of hearing about how Kelly jumped in the fucking lake. You know what? Maybe Kelly should have gave back Becky's jacket after the bit was done and the live stream was done. And maybe none of this shit would have fucking happened in the first place.
Another good point.
Maybe. Big Mo,
I mean, we're gonna do
gifted.
Kelly jumped in the fucking lake. Okay, guess what? Kelly wouldn't give back the fucking jacket either. Maybe she gave it back after the bit, because yes, Keemstar gave it to her. Okay, it was a bit. Maybe she should have gave the bit. Maybe she should have gave it back after the fucking live stream.
Bro, I literally told the docket team today that I don't want 1 minute clips. I want the full segment. I explained it in detail, and they filled me with 1 minute clips.
Yeah.
All right. So here's Knight Rider. All right. Here's this genius Knight Rider. 5 minute clip.
Good.
I'm gonna bring in Knight Rider 1125. Knight Rider 1125. You're live on Lolcow Rewind. Rewind.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. How you doing?
Pretty good. I can't cam up because I'm at work. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay. I have a question. If Brantley was the one that hit the table instead of Kelly, are we having a different conversation?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Brantley would have got up and powerbomb wings through the table.
Bradley would have got up and whooped his ass. Let's be honest. Bradley would have got up and picked something up and beat the shit out of him. Let's be honest.
It would have been. It
Would
would
we
have
be
been.
making WWE jokes about it though? Would we make WWE jokes and have Brantley jump off a table,
I mean,
or jump off a couch and go through a table?
It would have
Would
been.
we make jokes then?
It would have been a different situation because it would have been a different
Of
situation.
course, it would have been.
It would have been a different situation.
It would have been personal. It would have been personal to Keem then, right?
I mean, it would have been different. All the.
Wait. Okay. Knight Rider, aka retard. You don't think this was personal? You don't think this was personal to me, to Boogie, to everyone there?
We've been friends with the guy for 2 years. It's very fucking personal.
We've hung out with him multiple times. It's not personal what happened. All right. I didn't fucking run over, talk to Kelly. All right. I didn't fucking do all these things, trying to make sure Kelly's safe. All right. Trying to, truly understand the situation, investigating, getting that clip from Twiggy, looking into it further. The idea that you're trying to paint here with this manipulation on Rewind is that Keem doesn't care about this thing with Kelly at all. But if it was Brantley, he would have felt different. That's not true. That is literally not true. All right. So you just call in for what reason? To look like a good guy? Because I guarantee you, when we're done with this 5 minutes, you're not going to look like a good guy at all.
And let me say, would we still be making jokes about it? Yeah, if it was Desi, I'd still be making jokes about it. Here's why. Because that's how I deal with the 18 years of domestic abuse that I fucking suffered at the hand of my goddamn parents. I make fucking jokes about the darkest part about the internet. And you want to know something? So does most of the commentary community, and so do most of the hosts here, because it's one of the very few ways to deal with the hardest parts of life.
No, but
either the
idea from what he's trying to say is, I don't care about Kelly and her well-being. That's what he's trying to say.
Right. Well, I'm just saying,
if it was Brantley, I would care, but I clearly don't care about Kelly. How many times have we been on the phone with Kelly since this took place? Like what? 6 times?
6, 7 times?
How many times have we been on the phone with Wings?
Didn't we even have Kelly on the show yesterday? In fact, didn't we give Kelly a fucking platform to discuss her issues yesterday? In fact, one of my motivations for wanting to help Jordy through this is because helping Jordy benefits Kelly. When I was a kid, my aunts and uncles and cousins, they cut our family off. I had no one to fucking turn to. I had no one to fucking talk to. Yeah. And I can tell you, isolating Wings and Jordy right now is not the fucking play. The play is to do everything we can to help Kelly. And that means helping Jordy through this bullshit. Because if Kelly's the fucking victim here and you care about Kelly, then you will want to understand why we are on the phone with Jordy, why we're trying to help the motherfucker. Isolating them just leaves them in their own fucking bubble to do whatever the fuck they want. God damn it, I'm mad.
You guys want to know what a good guy, what a great guy this fucking Knight Rider is, 125 did? Do you want to know what he did to protect Kelly? Because I looked into it. Everything that Knight Rider has done to protect Kelly and help this woman out was to call into Rewind and criticize KEEMSTAR. Good job, bud. It seems like you're going to get good results. Bro, you can swing all you want, but I will swing back. We're going to go through this whole retarded rant, 5-minute retarded rant.
Together. I don't know if Brantley would have been in between Wings and whoever else was either, you know? Like, Kelly might have been the only person there that felt comfortable enough to put herself in between Wings and Wings.
Would that have mattered to KEEM, you think?
I don't know. We
can't. Billy, come on, be honest.
Let's be honest. If we're gonna do what ifs, then we'll do what ifs. But we have to go off what is, right? So
there would be no consideration of him being back on the show.
How about this?
Wait. First of all,
what do you suggest?
Knight Rider, just calm down a little bit. With how
So now Knight Rider makes up some hypothetical situation so he can argue against that. No, motherfucker, Knight Rider, let's argue facts. Let's argue facts. Let's argue things that have actually took place, all right? This is what these manipulative retards do. They create some fucking imaginary scenario, and then they want to argue that. Argue what took place and what has happened.
What he's doing is the actual definition of gaslighting.
It's the actual definition of gaslighting, all right? This full-blown grown retard calls into Rewind saying this shit.
how you're saying it. We can have a
1 minute. We got it done.
Mr. Jockstrap super chatted $20. DV doesn't stop overnight. I personally have tons of experience with DV spanning decades of my life. I'll tell you what I've learned through it all though. After decades of abuse, my girl never makes me ask twice for my food.
Okay.
What?
collective conversation about this.
What do you suggest? Play out your scenario in full.
He committed assault. He should be arrested. He shouldn't be on the show. Like it.
Okay. First of all, he cannot be arrested. The reason why Wings cannot be arrested is because Kelly is not pressing charges. I am not pressing charges. So he cannot be arrested. Get that out of your mind. That's not going to happen. All right.
It would have been done the same with Brantley. The only difference is it's not personal to KEEM. So KEEM doesn't care, and he can make a big joke about it and have a WWE style go through a table match or whatever the heck he had on live. That none of that would have happened if it was Brantley.
I have to admit, I think that whole thing with Wings and Kelly through the table or whatever is not comparable to what actually happened. I think it was making light of the situation, and I didn't appreciate
joke of it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I didn't appreciate it. It pissed me off.
Bad taste as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably was a joke in bad taste.
Bad taste jokes. That's my fucking bread and butter. Love them.
It definitely was a joke in bad taste. I'll give it to all of you right now that are saying that. You're right. All right.
I don't regret it. The only thing I regret is that it didn't go viral.
But what else are we going to do? All right. We've already vocally said 1,000,000 times how much we hate this situation. We hate what Wings did. That he had to be off the show because of it. And that we wanted to leave the door a crack open so he got better. Like, how many more times can we fucking say it? Right? And it gets to the point when you talk to both of them and they're mad at you. They're mad at the fucking people that are mad at them. They're not mad at each other. All right. They're not really too mad at me and Boogie. Most of their opinions are a lot of stuff we said, right, hurt them, and they voiced that. But a lot of what they keep saying to us is, we understand you're just doing what you need to do, right?
Yeah.
They're mad at the people criticizing them, all right? So, like, at what point do we just cut the shit and focus on actually getting Wings better? Fixing the scenario so that something like this can never fucking happen again. So Kelly's actually safe. Because I'll tell you what does not make Kelly safe and good, all right? Calling in and crying that they're on fucking Local Live, that he came up on Local Live. That does nothing for Kelly. You're not protecting Kelly. All you're doing is trying to say to the world, look at me, I'm a good guy. Look at me, I care about domestic violence. That's all you're doing. You come across like a full-blown tard to me.
And don't forget, what is it specifically they want? I hope this guy says, because what do you want us to do? Forget Jordy ever exists? blackball him entirely, delete his number from our fucking phone, delete Kelly's number from our phone too, make sure she can't reach out to either one of us, make sure she can't get any help if she needs help dealing with all of this bullshit, all the internet coming down on their family and their situation. What is it you want?
The obvious answer, the obvious answer is try to fucking fix this behavior. All right? That is the obvious answer. Do you not get it? If there really is a situation going in that household, right? If there really is something going on in this situation, cutting all ties with Wings without pushing him to get better, all right, does not help Kelly. I'm sorry. I can actually get results and improve the situation. You and your fucking tears of you saying, hey guys, look at me, I'm the good guy, I stand against domestic violence. That's going to do nothing for Kelly, bud. I'm sorry. There's two men here, me and you. Only one of us is going to actually fix the problem. It ain't going to be you, bud. It's not.
And I do want to say, by the way, and Jordy, I hope you see this, brother, because I have never and do not now think that he beats his wife. I don't think that he slaps the shit out of her, shoves her through fucking tables, pushes her up against walls, punches her in her fucking mouth, kicks her in her fucking stomach. I have seen real domestic abuse, okay? Like the deepest, darkest trenches of it. And I don't think he's anywhere near that. Is there room for improvement in their marriage? 100%. And I want to help them do that. But to think he's like a monster who spent the last 6 years destroying this woman's life and then done that to other women too, the answer is I do not believe that. I would put my fucking bottom dollar on the fact that he is not that person.
Here's the truth. These cases are not all the same. They're just not, you know? Someone could be emotionally and verbally abusive, right? And then you got like maybe the shit with Wings and Kelly where he will put hands on her, right? Right? Where it's like, and then you got like a girl's in the ICU because she got beat up by her boyfriend. These things are not all the same. They're all wildly different, right?
Yeah, I said this in Discord chat, voice chat. This is a nuanced situation. If you pick Yankees over the Bears or whatever, and you can just root for the Bears, okay, that's fine. You don't have to have a nuanced opinion about it. Even in America, if you want to pick Republican and Democrat and just vote that way till you fucking die, I don't care. You don't have to have a nuanced opinion on a lot of things, but on something like this, a nuanced opinion is required. It can't just be murder Wings, celebrate Wings. There's a huge gap between those two fucking things, and we have to land somewhere in that goddamn gap.
Dude, if Kelly came on the show yesterday and she had like bruises on her arms, they're immediately off the show and we're calling the cops. You know what I mean? We can only go based on what we know. What we know is that he was truly fucking angry. He was moving forward. And he pushed Kelly. And you cannot convince me that he knew who he was pushing. You can't. If you watch the full clip in context, he clearly pushed his wife, right? Nobody should fall for this trip bullshit that they've been spinning, right? He pushed her.
Absolutely not.
Point blank, period. But did he know he was pushing Kelly, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
He says he didn't. He says he didn't.
The slap thing. He can say that was nothing until he's blue in his face. Me and Boogie are against it. You can't just fucking you know what I mean? You can't do that. All right?
Yeah. And we've encouraged him like, hey, you need to talk to a therapist about why you shouldn't do that. Right? Like we're here to fucking encourage him to understand this stuff better and get better.
But it's also not, right? Kelly showing up with black eyes. All right. There is different fucking levels to this shit. They're not all the same. Okay.
Okay. I didn't think it was very funny and probably wasn't well timed, but also it's a completely dumb thing. It was a dumb joke.
So just make light of domestic violence. That's cool.
I mean,
and then we'll have him on tomorrow, and then we'll do some stupid punishment where he has to put cake on his face or something.
That's what they did. Talk about it. Talk about it then. This is your platform to talk about it.
I had a lot of respect for KEEMSTAR, and I lost it all today.
Okay.
Everything he said all about we can't do this with Wings no more. We can't be cool with domestic violence. All that's just bullshit. And he just proved it today. Just total bullshit. So everything he said at Fat Camp afterwards is total bullshit.
Well, here's the counter to.
It is and it isn't. It isn't and it isn't, because everything I said at Fat Camp was I would try to leave the door open. Then I saw the second video. Then I was like, the door's closed. Then we got notifications that he was in a domestic or anger management course. And then it was like, okay, door's a little bit open. Then when leaving Fat Camp, we got on the phone with Wings, and, you know, Kelly called us greedy and all this stuff, and it blew up again. All right. Then we got on the phone and said, you know, how you going with all this? And Wings is telling us on the phone things that he's learned in the anger management courses. Then door open again. We've been back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So to you fucking to say with your chest out, and we've been very clear with that. This isn't the first time I'm giving this information. I've been filling you guys in every step of the way of how this has been going. Like, one in the chat, if you heard me say this, that it's been going back and forth, and every little update we have, all right? So to just lay it out as like, hey, nope, he said one thing at Fat Camp, now he's doing the opposite. He's a liar and he's a hypocrite, is dishonest as fuck. To explain it that way is dishonest as fuck. You're just not being authentic and real.
Because the reality of it, in my opinion, is this is a carrot or a stick situation. If he does the right thing, we want to offer the carrot. If he does the wrong thing, we want to offer the fucking stick. And as it is right now, he's working towards the carrot.
You know what I want? I don't want Jordy to ever be in this situation again. And I don't want Kelly to ever be in this situation again. Don't we all want the same thing? This guy fucking calling in and talking all this shit about me. Don't you and me want the same fucking thing? Like, I'm so flabbergasted.
No, he wants Jordy and Kelly to be stuck in their fucking trailer together, broke, miserable, homeless, afraid to go back on the internet, afraid to leave their fucking house, because that'll improve Kelly's situation. How? Make that fucking make sense. How would that make Kelly's situation better?
I don't think he's being real. I don't think he's being genuine. I think this just literally might be a Wings hater, and he's pissed off that Wings might get a chance back. I think that's literally what this might be. I don't know. I don't know the fucking guy. I haven't seen enough of his post or heard him call into enough of shows to really gauge this guy. But all this shit is bullshit, what he's saying.
To that, Kelly and Wings are still together. Kelly seems to be not only okay with everything, but wanting to progress and move on with everything. And Kelly is trying to move on with everything. And Kelly,
she's his wife, of course.
Yes, and she's
don't make it right.
And we are going to interject what's right in this. So we have to now have the conversation of what's right. So if we're going to stand up for what's right, we have to say what's right. I think what's right is that Kelly has a say in what goes on, because she's the person who was hurt here.
True.
First and foremost.
It was all in bad taste, and everything he said. I respect him for all the stuff he said before this, and then he just shit on it all today. Pardon my French.
The LCU has always been in bad taste, but
then don't say that. Then Billy, then don't say that one stuff. If you're gonna make a joke out of it, make it a joke the whole time. Then don't change.
No. Guess what? Thank you for your order, but I'm not gonna follow your orders, buddy. Right? We could be serious and try to fix this shit. We can also joke about it. You know, I'm being totally honest. I can do whatever the fuck I want. All right. I'm sorry, buddy. But your orders that you just demanded I need to do, go fuck yourself. I'll do what I want. Right. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. And if you've never heard this, by the way, let me teach it to you now. Comedy is tragedy plus time, right?
Yeah.
9/11 happened. We shouldn't be making jokes about 9/11, the day that 3,000 people fucking died. And there's still first responders pulling out the bodies. A year passes, maybe in private we make jokes. Here we are 20 years later, we make fun of it all the fucking time now. That's the reality of comedy. You eventually release, and you release the pain of the tragedy through comedy. And look, Kelly's been through a lot here. Obviously the victim in this situation. But it has been difficult for the entire LCU. Look at Xylee last night. She's extremely emotional about this. And me and Keem are emotional about it too. And one of the ways that we are going to get through that emotional situation is by making dark jokes about it. And you can grab your fucking pearls and clutch them all you want. I'm still going to do it, motherfucker.
Dude, the whole table thing with Wings and Kelly yesterday, horrible bad taste. Horrible bad taste. I'd do it all over again. Like, those two got a fucking break from this shit. All right? Like, y'all don't understand how much Wings has been and will be punished for what he did. All right? You know, his entire troll, the trolls that are after him.
The champ super chatted $20. KEEMSTAR. Wings says that he accomplished anger management, but however it takes longer than 5 hours. It takes years of counseling to work on anger. I believe that he did a course, but it takes a lot longer than 5 hours.
Well, to respond to that, he did complete a written course and he's looking for an in-person course. Right. And that is at the time that our show's on, right? That's something we just followed up with him on, what was it, 2 days ago or 3? My days are lost.
Yeah, but I will say that obviously we are encouraging him to speak with an anger management counselor so that he can continue to learn, and he's agreeing to do it. So I don't know what to fucking tell you.
But the idea that if he were to be back on this show, there was no punishment for Wings. Really? Really? Because not a single fucking person on the internet's ever going to forget that.
Ojalajam super chatted $19.99. 44% of DV goes unreported. It's sad to see you sweep for Wings this hard, Keem. Is this a good old boys club? Or are you milking DV for content? Either way, separating from Wings should be a bare minimum.
Thank you for your $20.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
The bare minimum should be abandon Kelly entirely. The bare minimum should be throw Kelly to the wolves.
I literally I can't respond to shit when it's like that bad faith, buddy. Like, if you want to hit me with some real criticism, I'll respond. But when it's that bad faith, thank you for your $20. Appreciate you. Keep donating. I forgot what I was going to say, but the main point before I got derailed by the donos is I don't think you guys understand. Wings is going to pay the price for what happened at Fat Camp for the rest of his career. 10 years from now, a decade from now, if Wings is still kicking and he's on the internet, that clip will be alive and well. All right? Y'all don't understand, for those of you that are not on the internet, you live completely different lives than YouTubers. All right? If you do a crazy action, nobody in your life knows that you did that action.
LolcowUniverse super chatted $20. Y'all need to send a counselor or therapist to Wings' house and record it for the show.
Yeah,
he gets help from the therapy and provides content for everyone.
That is something that we pitched. We felt like it was important that the audience saw him getting better. But you know, he didn't agree to that, and I don't know. But that is something we pitched. But the thing is that the point that I was trying to make is, like, everyone that's just a viewer, you can think of some mistake you made in your life, and guess what? I don't know what it is. The other people in the chat, they don't know what it is. They don't know your dark secrets and your dark mistakes that you made throughout history. But when you're a content creator and you make a mistake with what Wings did, people are going to know that. Like, millions and millions of people are going to know that even a decade from now. Okay? So the idea that there's going to be no punishment for what he done that's insane. You sound like a stupid person. All right? That clip is going to haunt him forever.
Just because now it's going to make you money, now all of a sudden it's funny now. When he was acting like he was for women and he was for against domestic violence and all that stuff, all the great stuff he said before, it all got shit on today. So it was all just
So according to this caller, I'm for domestic violence. I'm just rooting for it. How more bad faith could you be, bud?
It's a joke. So nothing he says is genuine.
I can't hate on him for saying that.
Well, I'm sorry, Xylee, you're just wrong. I'm sorry, Xylee. You're just wrong.
Wait, she just said she doesn't hate on you for making that joke.
She can't hate on what the caller just said, is what she was trying to say.
Oh, okay. Because I did speak with Xylee earlier today, and she said she does not believe we support DV. She just said that straight up.
Charmed Skull super chatted $20. Knight Rider made jokes about you pushing Brantley, then saying defend DV, calling it hilarious.
Charmed Skull, thank you for making that point. I didn't even think about that point, but you're right. He did make jokes about me pushing Brantley onto a table.
Yeah.
Here's some more people. This guy's name's Toxic Dub, so I don't know if this opinion even matters. But Wing's saying he thinks he could be back in LCL in a month. Why did you let him get away with that shit? Are you really a pussy like that? Gonna let Wings of Redemption mug you and beat his wife on your show and let him come back? Obviously not.
Jason
it would
Watson
not be that
super
easy.
chatted $20. I think some of these people are dumb. They don't listen to reason. That guy is a living troll. Y'all don't understand anything. You're not backstage there. They know what to do, and they're the only ones who will help. Y'all gotta stop.
That's like, okay, so let's say someone goes to jail, right, for domestic violence. Let's say they do like 6 months. All right. Never mind. I don't even want to make this analogy. I don't even want to make the analogy.
Yeah, I didn't know where you were going with that. So
No, I had a point that I wanted to make, but forget it. Here's another person in our Discord. KEEM condones domestic violence. Yeah. Okay. Sure, I do. Sure.
what the fuck does that even, like, you condone it?
It's just fucking retarded. All right, so that's pretty much all the stuff that I want to address. Now me and Boogie are going to do about 15 minutes of people that have criticism. We want to hear from you guys. Call into the show. All right.
Yeah, come in and tell me about how we should abandon Kelly, and come in and tell me how we should never make jokes about this because it offends your feelings.
I want to hear how me making sure that Kelly's in a better environment makes me a bad person that supports domestic violence. You know, I want to hear this dumb logic. So go into members waiting, and we'll bring some of you guys in. And then we truly, truly need to talk about this Psycho Mom versus Milker situation.
Yeah, I need to know the details of that. How the fuck does somebody go in real life?
I don't know. I had them build the whole thing for me. And it looks like we have a lot of clips on this.
Good.
So, yeah. Maybe we do that now. We're waiting. Oh, no, we got some people in here. What's up, Elite Gaming?
Hi, I was just coming to say that I think that you guys are doing a good job with the Wings situation, and I wanted you to keep it up, and hopefully Wings can come back soon.
Well, what's your criticism? I want to hear how I'm wrong, all right? Not just to argue with people and say I'm right, but I want real criticism. I don't want to hear shit like you support domestic violence, because then there's no conversation, because you're not based in reality. You know that is not fucking true. So it's like, how do I even have a conversation with you?
I think maybe Wings should go to get some mental help from like a mental doctor or something. Because it really helped me with having problems with my parents.
I agree 100%. Somebody in the chat said cancel memberships. That's another thing we keep seeing. And then we go and look at the channel. We're gaining members. We're not losing any members.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother fucking thing where it's like, is that true? All right, thank you, Eli Gaming. TJ, what do you got for us? TJ, you're live on the show.
Hello, just hope you're doing well. I don't think that you support domestic violence at all, but I do feel like you are willing to get content out of it, if that makes sense.
Will we discuss domestic violence on our show that we do every day?
Also, the incident happened on our show. So what do you want us to be hush hush about it and just not talk about it on the show?
Oh yeah, sweep it entirely under the rug.
Like just sweep it.
That would be.
I'm being accused of being sweeping. I think not talking about it would be sweeping it.
No, talk about it, but I feel like in terms of content, well, what everyone's going on about yesterday,
Are
where
you getting attacked by a
had
bunch of
wings.
bees right now? I hear bees flying in the background. What's going on?
No, I work at a gas company, so I'm just venting off some gas at the moment. Apologies about that.
Okay.
But yeah, in regards, just like small stuff like that, where you had Kelly jump on wings.
Yeah, sorry, that noise is too annoying. We're doing a show, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Bamba, you're live on the show. Bamba, you're live on the show. Well, somebody in the chat said, we want justice. What is justice? What is justice?
Here's some good justice. We sent him home from fat camp. We suspended him from the show, and we're currently not working with him or paying him. That seems like a fair amount of justice. What do you want us to do? Keel haul the guy? You want us to go quarter, draw a quarter? Like,
hey, you're live on my show with that in the background. Okay. What the fuck is this? Guys, can you not call in the show if you don't know how to, figure out your life? What is this, bro? Alex, what do you got?
Hey, guys. Just wanted to say huge fan. But my personal opinion on the situation, I think, is you guys kind of support and work with a lot of people that not necessarily advertise domestic violence, but they absolutely gain views and have for years on that specific topic. So I just
doing it or discussing.
Well, when you say it in such a general way, I can't follow. So you got to get
like kid behind a camera. You got Tina. Just a couple examples, like Tina will take a bat or smash a TV or scream at Mike. Like, I just kind of get domestic violence vibes from the people we see every day on here. So I don't really know what I was trying to say, but
that seems kind of like a stretch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a hell of a stretch. I mean, at that point, he's got to throw you under the bus for owning a boxing company.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's a sport for sure. It's definitely. Well, I see what you're getting at, though, Boogie, for sure.
But, if Tina was hitting somebody with a bat, let's say she was hitting Albert with a bat, right? I could get your point, but all right. Well, I appreciate it. Any other points you want to make?
No. Just one.
Neil Diamond, you're live on the show. Neil Diamond, what criticism do you got for us?
Yeah, I just want to say I fucking hate the way that you guys do such a good job and handle your employees. I hate the way that, you're handling it so well. I hate it. It's such a goddamn good job. God damn it.
Pretty terrible of us.
I fucking hate it so much. You do such a good goddamn job. It pisses me off.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Neil Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, Neil Diamond. Muskies 896. Yes. You're live on the show.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
I got my camera on. 1 second. What's up?
Want to hear?
I just want to say I really don't understand any of this, because if Kelly was really being, attacked and domestic violence or whatever, pretty sure she'd get the fuck out of there. I'm pretty sure we know her enough on the internet, at least, to say that Kelly ain't just gonna stay there and get hit.
Well, it is. It is a known thing that in domestic violence that the victim will feel trapped and not be able to leave, and will get manipulated and gaslit so much that they'll start making excuses for what has taken place. Which unfortunately we seen Kelly make excuses for why Wings did what Wings did, right? We're literally seeing that. And
Trollolopta super chatted $20. This is just Wings' cancer arc. As a punishment to Wings, Boogie should transfer all of the cancer he has over to Wings.
That's a fair point. To be fair, this is why some people are shaken up that have experienced domestic violence, because they're seeing Kelly do what they have done in the past and their experience, and they're worried and they're truly concerned something more heinous is going on, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
And they're fair to have those opinions, but me and Boogie, we look at this situation and we're like, no, we want to fix this. We want to make sure this never happens again. and we have a long history of proving that we truly do fucking care about that relationship. All right. We have called them out. I don't know, maybe Knight Rider, the fucking white knight of wherever the fuck he's from, maybe missed this episode, but we've criticized Wings for not taking his wife on 5Ks. We've criticized Wings for not paying for 5Ks, for not going to Niagara Falls, for not celebrating her fucking birthday. We bully Wings into treating Kelly better all the fucking time. We have a history of this. So for that Knight Rider fucker to call in there and be like, well, if it was Brantley, he would care. Like, dude, you're just making up shit at this point. And I promise you, nobody thinks you're a good guy. Nobody is listening to fucking Knight Rider with his white knight speech thinking, oh, that's a really good guy. I really respect him. Everybody sees the bullshit. They see right through it, buddy.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys pulling me up. It's just it doesn't make sense because I like seeing all three of you guys on the camera. It really has sucked for me because like you guys you three were the perfect. You were LolCow, so it's just. Well, I really hope
it's an interesting dynamic that will never be the same again unless he returns, which that's not happening as of now unless wild things change. This person has a problem. This person Reese or whatever his name is has been bitching and complaining the entire time.
Her name is Riri. What you got to say, Riri?
I think it was this person
No, so
complaining.
It's just to add on to what everyone else is saying, basically. The exact same thing Kelly's saying about not being abused is going to be the exact same thing somebody who is abused says, right?
Yeah, I already, maybe you missed that. I've already said that.
But it's also the thing that's, this is something I fucking dealt with. I'm so goddamn mad at this, okay? Yes, someone who's being abused and is afraid to admit it will say, no, I'm not being abused. Guess what? Someone who's not being abused also says that. So how the fuck do you differentiate? It's a nuanced situation. Like I said earlier, you have to get into it. You have to fucking dig into it. You have to look. If you turn your back onto them, that you cannot fucking fix it. You cannot fucking help.
This is what we know.
Do you not think that
this is what we 100% know? We know Wings doesn't go to Niagara Falls. Wings doesn't fucking go out of his way to make Kelly feel special sometimes, and he gets criticized for that. We know that he talks down to her when they play video games together. We know that in driving in traffic, he slapped her arm because she was honking the horn. And we know in a fit of rage, he pushed her over onto a couch. That is the information we know. Yes. All right. That's all we know. We don't know that he's sounding off on her. We don't know these things. And
do you not think for the amount of years of trolls he's had, if he was doing that, that would have been found out.
100%. Right? Like he said on yesterday's show, we had an ex-girlfriend of his come in and say nothing.
Yeah.
She was dying of cancer. She had no reason not to throw him under the bus if there was something like that in his history. And they were together for years. If she ever saw or experienced something like that, she's got a new man to protect her. And guess what? She's fucking dying anyway. She would have said it right here on the show or left it as a fucking death note. But the thing is, she came here to seek his forgiveness and appreciation because she liked and respected the man.
And if you were to ask me, Keem, do you think Wings is smacking around Kelly? And is Kelly in a true domestic violence situation every day of her life? All right. I would say, I don't know. All I know is he slapped her on the arm and pushed her on the table. It would be literally irresponsible for me to suggest that some thing is happening behind the scenes because I'm not there. Do you understand?
Keem, even sitting in the Discord, Kelly will jump in for a couple of hours, and it's obviously he could be monitoring behind the scenes and whatever, but the likelihood is he's not.
Yeah. And again, me saying, or you saying, or Boogie saying, I don't think he's really slapping Kelly around in private. is not saying what he did was right. It is not saying, oh, I support her being pushed on the table. It is not saying I support him slapping her arm when she's. It's like this black and white thing that people are trying to do is so fucking asinine and
Secure
insane.
super chatted $20. KEEM, unfortunately, this is not going to stop until Kelly says no more. You've seen his angry rages. It's going to take months, years of therapy. This is one thing that even the almighty KEEM can't fix. Disappointed.
I disagree. I truly disagree. Because Wings of Redemption did the anger management class because I told him to. Because I told him to. I said, you need to do this. And I was shocked that he actually did it.
Me too.
He's now searching for an in-person anger management type thing because I told him to do that. Now, he didn't stay offline as much as I thought he would and as much as I told him to, but he did stay offline for a period of time because I told him to. All right? And the idea that you're going to tell me that I can't fucking accomplish a goal is like, you're talking to the wrong guy. I feel like I can fix anything.
And I will say, if he was going to fuck something up here, and like, out of all the things that KEEM requested of him, getting back on the internet a month earlier is probably the least offensive thing. He did the important thing, which is take care of his
Lake
wife.
Life AA super chatted $19.99. KEEM, if you bringing Wings back, you support slamming women into tables.
Bills Mafia. No, I'm sorry. That's like Bills Mafia is the football fan group of the Buffalo Bills, and they slam people through tables.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk to Jesse real quick. I got to get to all these other people, Jesse, but I definitely want to hear from you. Can you hear us?
This on?
Yeah.
Okay. Why can't I see you guys?
We could see you. We can see you.
We can see you now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are doing a good job. It's radioactive material. This shit sucks. I was curious though, my hot take is KEEM, I know I've been on your shit list in the past.
Yeah.
Where do you rank somebody coming at you physically in terms of that shit list? Because it seems like you're catering to Wings, trying your hardest to get him back onto the show. And I just feel like for somebody that like literally came at your neck, was complaining the whole time on the whole trip, I don't know why you'd placate that.
Well, the physical altercation is like second nature to me. All right. I grew up, me and my friends pushing each other, punching each other. You know what I mean? That's like it's just what guys do. You know, the whole pushing back and forth to me meant nothing. Right. I was immediately like fine with it. You know, we got to a point where it didn't escalate, where we weren't swinging on each other. It was just whatever. I don't care about that.
What I think that speaks to a deeper issue within Wings with you.
It's something that we truly know about Wings. He has a problem with authority, and he has a problem with accountability, and he has a problem with anger management, and he's got a series of things that led up to that. And he's got to work on all those things. He just does, you know?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. If he hit me or he hit Jordy, I think there'd be punishments. Or sorry, if he hit me or hit KEEM, in like a test fucking in real life event, just the three of us, I think we'd be fine.
He definitely would not have been kicked off the show if he punched me. I can tell you that much. I would have punched his ass back. And win or lose, we would have been fine. It's when the woman got involved, that's when it was like, okay.
Because you've heard me say it, and I'll say it a million times. There is nothing Wings of Redemption can do to 50-year-old me that Wanda Williams didn't do to 10-year-old me. So fucking bring it on. Until he starts pulling out the knives and cigarettes and fucking cigarette burns and twisting my goddamn tipples, I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, I don't know Kelly at all, but to see what shook down, which I gave you guys props. Like my dog's been sick, potentially dying, and your guys, the Fat Camp little mini saga was very entertaining, good distraction. What happened with Kelly was insane. Like, I had a brain injury. To see how her neck flew back, like, I am shocked that she doesn't have a concussion. That was pretty extreme whiplash. But then the whiplash from the events, that I could see that there's still fallout from the nuclear bomb that went off. And I think it makes sense. You guys run a show. You got to crack jokes, to make light. That's part of the entertainment. But then also you're treading down a very serious issue socially. And what is the right way? I mean, I think you guys are doing a good job, but I do fear that the friendship with Wings and the history is clouding the judgment a bit. And then also just him being part of the cash coming in. If it were me, if somebody came at me physically, I'm with you, Keem. I grew up getting the shit beat out of me by my brother and friends, but do I want to work with them daily? No. Do I want to be friends with them? No. Do I want to go out of my way to help those types of people? No. And if it comes to the business and the fear of Lolcow Live, there's plenty more famous people out there that can be the third on the show. There's plenty more people that won't be disgruntled with the way you do things, and that will actually be excited to go to Fat Camp. That will actually be excited to do this shit because you provide a crazy opportunity. The last thing anyone should be doing, if the amount of work and love and care you put into helping these people, nobody should be coming at your throat, Keem. And that's where a precedent needs to be set where, like, there is no way he should be coming back.
Jesse, you're 100% right. But if I were to cut all ties with Wings, I would truly, truly feel guilty. I would feel like I fucking failed. When I signed up Wings and Boogie to be on this show, I fully know that both these guys have major fucking problems. And I fully knew that this was like borderline impossible to be even a fucking show and be a success. All right? But I made a promise to both of them that I would fix their careers, fix their bank accounts, and fix them. And to just give up on Jordy after I made these fucking promises and stuff, and I'm not even talking about the show. Let's say he's completely off the show. He's never on the show again. If I didn't still reach out and fucking say, hey, how you doing? Are you doing these classes? Are you doing this? Or like, if I didn't do that, I would truly feel guilty. You know,
and I do want to say we've had many conversations where we're like, how do we proceed without Jordy? We've talked about potential other hosts. We've talked about doing it ourselves for a little while. We talked about tapping all of the connections and contacts that we have, both in and out of the LCU, for people to come and sit in as a third. We know we can do it on our own. And we know that we'll make money doing it if that's what we wanted to do.
Here's a better point, right? What is this show? What is this show? If you really look at it, it exploits Boogie for the tard he is. It exploits Wings for the tard he is. So if I can exploit both of them to make money, don't I owe them like help to actually get better and be successful and like all around be better humans? Like, don't I owe them that much?
I mean, it's a fair point. Like, as far as what we've seen of Lolcow, this fits the bill perfectly. And when I wrote the script for that episode, I didn't think there would be.
You motherfucker.
No, but on a real note, Keem, I think that side of you that you spoke to of feeling so obligated to help Wings even despite coming at you, I think that's the internet isn't really familiar with that, and it's weird for me to hear. And I want to hear if you tried to unpack that, because I know I came on the show months ago and we hashed out some beef, and I feel like I didn't do bad by you in the same degree that Wings has. But yet I feel like I got it worse. But I feel like there's something in you that you feel more compelled to help and empathize with somebody like Wings than myself.
That's true. That's true. Just because I recognize how fucking lost he is and how much more help he needs. Like, Jesse, you were way more successful, way more put together, and then we had the feud, right? Like, I recognize these guys' flaws and why things happen, and I have more empathy for them just because.
Where do you think that comes from? Is this something that like you? Because didn't you used to like milk cows like in real life or something?
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. I don't know. I have no idea. But I know I've had more empathy for fucking Boogie throughout the years than I should have. There were times where I should have murdered him on Drama Alert for things he did. And I was like, he won't be able to take it, you know? And, I've given him passes on Drama Alert and shit, you know? It's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you definitely helped me through the cancer thing, but you also helped me through the Frank Hassel thing. I don't think I'd have got through that without you.
Yeah.
And so at this current time, I do think it's right that, you know, Wing seeks counseling. I'm glad that it seems like him and Kelly are okay. Obviously, yeah, like it can be hard to truly know what's going on because, you know, we can make rationalizations for that kind of behavior. And it can be a trap in a lot of ways. But what is your current plan going forward with the third spot in the show? Because what's up, baby? I'm that third host, dude. I'm already here.
No, there's no plan. Me and Boogie said that we would not make any decisions on the third host for a long time. We would have to know. We would have to know.
I would love to have Jesse set in on one of those days on those rotating slots we talked about. I think it'd be a good time.
Yeah, we could
better
have
the right. Can't do it on your goddamn phone, Jesse. You better have the right setup, bitch.
Yeah, we could have you on as a guest host, but I gotta let you go because I gotta get to these other people, and then I got this whole Milkers thing that I gotta get through. But yeah, we'd love to have you on as a guest host. So let's link up and talk about that.
Sounds good, guys.
All right, see you, man.
See you, man.
All right.
I still got some beef with him. We have him on. I gotta fucking talk to him about some shit.
We can only talk to a few more people. We gotta get in this Milkers versus Psycho Mom shit. What's up, Rush?
What's up, man? I just wanted to come in here and throw just one little sentence out for you. Make it simple and easy. Got me?
Yep.
Yeah.
That Knight Rider guy was over there talking about all that shit, you know, saying all that shit on Rewind. But if the man really stood on business, he'd come in here and confront you right now.
Lost
That's
in Gaming
true.
Super
That's
Chat
true.
$20. Speaking of Wings, where is he at today? Did you invite him to the show, and he felt he shouldn't be on today, or what?
Should we talk about that, Boogie, or?
I'm going to, and if I get in trouble for it, that's okay. We spoke with him briefly today. He said today ain't that day for him. He wants a little time, and we've given him that time.
I'll go further. He's having a bad day. You know,
Yeah.
he's dealing with the consequences of what he did. And he's not in a good spot right now, you know?
Which I'm glad to see that. If I'm being honest with you, I want to know that he's processing this and working through it because it shows me he's feeling it and he knows he's fucked up and he knows he wants to fix it.
I can tell you right now, he definitely probably cried today, and he's been sitting with his mistakes, you know, like any normal human would do. But now that I have Lord Rush here, I think it's now a good time to make this announcement. The fucking table that got destroyed at Fat Camp, we now own it, and Lord Rush is going to pick it up next weekend. So we actually are we're getting the table, all right? The $5,000 table with all the dents in it from Tina is going to be our property, and we're going to have it soon. So,
you know, it'd be fun to take that thing apart and like fucking auction it off, put some of the proceeds towards fucking domestic violence charity or some shit.
Charity? Let's just auction it off to pay for the damages.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
See?
Okay.
Clip it. Proof KEEM doesn't care. No.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm gonna get out of here, Keem, and let you drag other people up. I'm just saying, Knight Rider, he don't stand on business. He's not up here to confront you.
Yeah. Oh, I do want to say one thing, Lord Rush. I saw somebody in chat saying, I'm gonna cancel. I'm leaving the Discord, and I saw you boot their ass and say, "I'll make it easy for you." I love that.
You don't entice me with a good time. I love
it. Lord Rush keeping us safe this whole goddamn time. It's why we have the safest Discord on the goddamn internet. Is people like him.
Let's get to like two more people we have time for, and then we gotta move on. Scott, what's going on? What are your thoughts on
Hey,
this?
how you guys doing tonight?
Doing all right, man.
Not too much. Just want to talk about wings for a minute, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a big guy, and my father kind of set me up because he was smaller than me to, not invade his space. He's like, "You're a big motherfucker. Back up." And he just has to realize that
Rastov
that's an
super chatted
affrontment to people, just getting in their
$22.32.
face.
Table
And,
for third
to
host.
affront
Let's go.
somebody is not cool.
You
Oh,
know
sorry.
it takes a punishment like a champ.
Go ahead.
To affront somebody, it's just not cool. I mean, you're getting in their face, and now you're intimidating because of your size. But the worst part of that is what he did. That my father said, back off and think of what you're doing. When you charge at somebody when you're that size, that in and of itself can be seen as an assault. That alone. So I like the guy. I hope that everything goes right for him. I mean, nothing in my life's going right now at all. But that's one thing. I mean, I have faith, and that'll keep me going that way, I'm sure. But ultimately, I think that's what he needs. He needs to just kind of paint it forward. Don't look back. I think you guys have given him brilliant suggestions. Boogie, probably yours is at the top. Sit it out.
Yeah, and
wait it out for a while.
In a perfect world, I think most people would want him fixed and have the tools of anger management and whatever caused this, right? Have the tools for this to never happen again. That seems like the perfect solution. Okay.
I do have an offer for you.
What?
I do have an offer for you. Do you know what the term dead man is?
I do not.
When you build a seawall, you'll tie a big piece of wire or steel to a big piece of cement up in the yard so the seawall won't cave in. Okay. That way the seawall won't move. Well, you could just strap me to him, Wings, anytime you wanted a live event. He ain't going fast or far.
Nah, Wings cannot go to another LolcowUniverse live event. He just cannot go. It's like it would be.
I get it.
And if he did go, it would have to be just me, Boogie, and Wings. It couldn't be anyone else.
And a dead man. And a dead man.
And the dead man. I appreciate it, Scott. Thank you. Let's get EXT up here. EXT, you're live on the show.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, hater?
Hey, I just want to say something real quick. I don't want to beat a dead horse or anything, but my take on the whole thing, I don't think Wings is... Do I think he's actually beating his wife on a daily basis or open hand slapping her and stuff like that? No. Is he abused? There's all different forms of domestic abuse, whether it be verbal, this and that. And yeah, I think there's levels of it. I mean, he treats her, from what I've seen, he treats her like shit just on video. So who's to say what it is when it's just them two? However, that being said, I just came into LCU back in January. So I don't know the whole history with all you guys. I know your friends and stuff like that. Personally, from what I've seen of Wings, I don't like him. And Kelly too, I think she's just like a cringy weirdo. I'm sorry. It sucks that happened to her. But even when he was on the show with you guys, he always seemed like a downer. Like you and Boogie, I think you two do just great with the two of you. He always was like never seemed like he was into whatever you were doing. Like he wanted to just be over it. He was always like a real Debbie Downer that I saw.
But I think he makes a really solid counterweight. Because I'm obviously the yes man. 99% of the things the audience or he tells me to do, I'm going to do with a grin on my face. Especially if it's fucking putting money in my savings. Jordy's like dragging dead weight, but it's a good counterweight to the show, don't you think?
Wings doesn't agree with anything I want to do, so that turns into content. Right. That turns into content, and everyone knows that. So it's like,
Yeah, personally, I just think you two doing the show works out just fine. Like you guys counter each other pretty good, back and forth talking. Like actually talking about things, and like Boogie is obviously willing to do things. He shows up to things, like Wings even said himself, he just wants to do his podcast type thing, sit in his house, doesn't have to go anywhere, not actually do anything, and
the perfect solution is that someone like Wings, right, that wants to argue and debate different things, but then is an adventurous person that will do this live event stuff, because the live event stuff is our bread and butter. It's what separates this show from many other shows. Like, we go out in the world and do crazy stuff, you know? So, all right, man, we got to let you go. We got to get to this Milkers drama. All right, guys, if I didn't get a chance to talk to you, I apologize. Wait, real quick. This person says they're scared of KEEM. Go ahead. Real quick. Toxic pussy scared of KEEM. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just think it's a fascist dictatorship that I can't even voice my opinion in your Discord without your mods taking my name from me, bro.
Okay, go ahead and say your what's your opinion?
I just think introducing the concept of bringing Wings back is downplaying it. I do think you're sweeping, and I think you're trying to profit off the situation.
Okay, but how? Do you know how much
bringing it up on air by not having? It's not a genuine thing to say you want Wings to get help, but you keep polling whether or not he should come back. His mental health depends on whether or not he's back or in the LCU. Like,
what you're describing is the carrot that we are using to help him get better. You're describing the carrot. We're quite aware of it.
I'm sorry. Wouldn't sweeping just be ignoring the situation, like acting like it didn't happen?
The Ridging Bean super chatted $20. Clown was a good contrarian on a podcast. Wings is contrarian because he only wants money, which he stated on his stream, and only pushes back when something is inconvenient for him to do.
I agree, but it was also content for that reason, because everyone recognized the truth. Here's the thing. Exactly. If we say nothing, then we're sweeping. If we say, if we talk about it, then we're doing it for money, which is just literally not true. All right. We could do shows and not talk about it and make the same amount of money. And that's available for anyone. You can go to Playbook and see. All right. These things are just not true. They just sound good in your fucking head, and then you use it as an attack point.
I can understand that, but I think it's the way you talk about him that is kind of sweeping. You're gently broaching the idea of him coming back, and you really don't care about these polls or what the audience says. It's just you're slowly reintroducing the idea.
Hold on.
And eventually he's going to be back.
The poll was 75, or was it 72 or 75? I can't remember.
78 total percent.
Okay, 78%.
This is selective because there's been multiple polls.
78% of the poll that we just did yesterday when Wings was on wants him back.
We're going by the most recent poll because that's how polls work, dipshit.
Your most recent poll or the most recent poll? Be explicit with your words.
So,
Boogie.
like during a presidential election, when they do the polls, they go by the most recent poll. They don't bring up polls from like 3 months ago. That one.
Then go through your own Discord in Maine and look at the most recent polls.
We're discussing the people that are watching the show.
The poll.
Yes, thousands of polls in the Discord every day.
The poll in Discord is only going to represent a very small fraction, especially in main chat. There's going to be 100 votes. That's it. That's not going to mean shit, right? When we do a poll out here, we're going to get thousands of votes from the people that watch the show.
A lot of the viewers are just trolls. A lot of people are just here for the lolcows, and we're here to throw sticks at the lolcows. The Discord are your truest members. They're the people that pay to be there. They're sitting here having these conversations all day. It's where some people feel like it's the best place to voice your true, genuine opinion.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right.
I'm doing it right now.
No, don't do it there. Don't do it there.
Okay.
I'll do it in announcements.
Okay.
All right. Create a poll. Do you want Wings back? Yes or no?
Funniest part about it is this poll is irrelevant because as it is right now, he's not coming back.
Yeah.
It's so silly.
All right, so I did the poll. I'm going to vote no, just so I can see the results. Okay.
Boogie just said he ain't coming back. Stand on that.
I'm saying as it is right now, things change.
Yeah, there you go. Walk it back. Put a conditional.
He didn't walk it back.
I literally
said
said as it stands now. Look, motherfucker, you might be goddamn retarded, but the people are allowed to change their feelings, their opinions. If he gets the help that he needs and he's become a better person, why wouldn't we welcome back? You dumb motherfucker. The entire goal is to help Kelly. The entire goal is to help Jordy. The entire goal is to help the victim that you're fucking supposedly championing, you dumb motherfucker.
Well,
Do you
guys,
put this much
Boogie,
energy into the private conversations you have with him, or is it just because
Yes,
there's a
I
camera
do.
on, Boogie?
Boogie, did you
Got
forget?
a call for screaming in a private
You got
conversation?
kicked out of one call.
Boogie, did you forget
I
this
was
guy?
there. That's not
This
exactly
guy
how it went
represented.
down.
Hold on, this guy represented the fans. Most fans are here just to troll. He's just trolling. He doesn't care about anything. He's
I
saying.
didn't. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
This is
maybe I
why
am
you
a troll.
constantly get muted on the fucking Discord. Why you eventually get banned.
You're clearly not being genuine, and
you're borderline.
If you go to
No, I
the,
think Wings is an
might
abuser.
actually be-
I think
we
you're
might be
covering
able to-
for
Can we
him
one
to
at a
some
time?
extent.
Can
I
we-
think you want him back
Can
because you
we
know it's a
speak
good
one?
way to make money.
Excuse me. Can we speak one at a time? I did a poll in the Discord, like you suggested. Right now, there is 64% would like Wings back, and it's on announcements where everyone can see it, not just in the main chat, and only a few people see it. So you were proven wrong, and you got your ass owned.
He's used to that, though. It happens constantly in his life.
You got kind of fucked up, bud, because you said, hey, the polls and the YouTube channel don't matter. Only Discord matters, and the Discord wants Wings back at 64%. You got fucked up. Are you
Yeah,
okay?
and this is why you're constantly
back
getting
then.
muted on the Discord.
Do you need a
because nobody
Band-Aid?
falls for your bullshit.
Do you want a
Nobody sees-
Band-Aid?
Everybody sees right through it.
You got an owie. You got an owie right on Local Live. Are you okay?
Oh, I look forward to the next time they mute you because you're a fucking retard, because you're not smart enough to fucking work your way through life. Our Discord is one of the most generous Discords on the fucking planet. If you're getting muted on our Discord, then I can't imagine you fucking function anywhere else.
Let me go back to the announcements, and now it's at 66% on the vote.
Hey, Boogie, why don't you pull up and see why I get timed out in the Discord? Why don't you make it publicly known what I say to get banned and what I
don't
can
know. I don't
say
care.
that
You're
still
irrelevant.
stays
All
up
right,
in
all
the
right.
Discord?
Real quick,
I
I literally do not have time for this because we got to get to the Milkers stuff. Explain to me what you said that got banned. We got to get through this quick. So just explain what you said.
I've said a lot of things. Usually it's if I say anything directed towards Kyrie
Buddy,
or
I got it.
Ahmad
Buddy,
that I get banned.
buddy, listen. I got to understand if you're innocent or guilty. So explain to me what you said that caused you to get banned. Okay.
I spell out whore on everything Zay says, and it's allowed. I spell out whore on everything Psycho Mom says. It's allowed. I also encourage the snail trail of Bailey.
Okay. You're now banned off our Discord for sexual harassment. There you go.
Yeah, that is a garbage person. You're being a complete garbage human being.
Problem solved. He is now permanently banned for admitting sexual harassment. What the fuck?
Oh, but Zay Zudit said you'd never do that. We don't keep women safe. Remember how this whole stream started?
Okay. If he said I typed whore at Zay Zudit and I got banned and I got muted or kicked, fine. That's fine. Whatever. Do what you want. When you tell me you're putting whore on everything she says, well, that's harassment. Well, now that's just harassment. All right.
And then he admits to doing it to the other women too.
Like that's okay. You're literally admitting to harassment. That's what harassment is. Like never going away, harassing. What the fuck?
Yeah, that man is genuinely a retarded person. I do not believe he functions as a human being. I don't think he's trolling. I think he genuinely is an incel that will die alone.
He goes, I got banned unfairly. Okay, I'm trying to understand this. Like, just tell me exactly what he did. Well, I type whore under everything Zay Zudit says, under everything. What the fuck? You just admitted to actual sexual harassment. Like, what the fuck? Anyhow.
Some people are just surprisingly retarded. This is why I like this show more than anything. It attracts a very special group of people that makes me feel good about myself. And I shouldn't feel good about myself. But these people are so fucking low on the totem pole that I'm like, shit, at least I don't have to wake up as that motherfucker ever, you know?
We got 20 minutes left, guys. I have to talk to you about this Milkers thing because it's got so out of control. At Fat Camp, me and Mike were talking about how Milkers here in the LCU, the LolcowUniverse, is finally a show now. Remember, that show started off as a complete disaster. It's finally a show now. You had Psycho Mom, Roxy, and Savage on it. and I think it did like $10,000 in the month, right? So it's getting close. Like any show that does like $15,000 a month is a secure show. It's set in stone. You are a show. Now it's just build from there, right? That's the safe zone, like $15K a month. It brought in $10K a month, so it's on its way to being a safe, like solidified show in the network, like Rewind or like Queens. And we were talking about like, okay, who are the hosts going to be? Because a 3-way split is just not feasible. All right. Who are the 2 hosts of that show going to be? And we looked at it, and me and Mike came to the conclusion that Psycho Mom, which we don't have any problems with, like we don't have really any complaints with, she just is the weakest link out of the 3, right?
Yeah.
Savage is good. She runs the stream, so she has value there. She's always getting into some shit. Roxy, fucking love her. She's one of the best entertainers in the network, in my opinion. And we had to let Psycho Mom go. So I did not remove Psycho Mom's fucking host role. I said, look, you're not being punished. You just, you're off this show.
Basold super chatted $20. Wings never changes.
You're off this show. And immediately, thank you for the donos, guys. Immediately, they started fighting with each other. As soon as Psycho Mom was off the show, the first time they all got together, it was a big fight. And they've been fighting ever since Fat Camp when this took place. And Psycho Mom got fired.
Shut about mine.
So here it starts off.
Shut about mine. You ragged ass whore. You can't keep a man.
Oops, I'm sorry. I'm not showing the audience.
You sit up there and you sit there and shake your tits in front of your damn kid. You a nasty, grimy hoe.
Yep.
So Savage says Psycho Mom can't keep a man, shakes her tits in front of her son.
I was a bad one. I was a bad one when I said something. I was bad because I talked about her son. But it is what it is. I call it how I see it.
Fuck her son, and fuck that goddamn cat.
Okay. Fuck her son, and fuck that damn ass cat. Like, that's crazy.
The Original super chatted $20. Boogie. As I watch my family member wither away from a disgusting disease called cancer, I want you to never feel better about yourself ever. I feel gross that I have to pay you to say this. Disgusting waste of breath.
Could have sent me an email, but I appreciate the $20.
Super chatted $20. You're welcome.
Appreciate it, guys.
Oh, how I see it. I'm gonna fuck
1, 2, 3. Fuck them all. Don't care. Don't care. And I don't want to hear nobody talking about you going too far. No, fuck you're going too far. She's claiming all of my shit. She's claiming for my fucking family. She mad because I said I didn't give a fuck about a cat dying? Bitch, I hope all 9 lives just deceased.
Oh,
well, guys, just so you know, if you're on the Discord team, remember, I want this full story. And Savage is claiming that Psycho Mom was going after her man. And apparently I don't have that clip in order. So you guys fucked up, just so you know. All right, let's move on to the next thing.
Because she knows you're buzzed up and you're going to keep running your mouth. She's hoping you're going to fuck up and get yourself in trouble. So don't even give her the fucking satisfaction.
Show up at the 4th of July. I dare you. I dare you. Because I'm going to whoop your ass, bitch. I'm going to whip, and it's going to be live.
Okay. Okay. See, this is what I have a problem with. All right. Every year we have our annual 4th of July party. And yes, I will be inviting the host to come to my annual party. All right. Here's the problem with this. All right. Now I got Savage saying, oh, I'm going to go fight at fucking KEEM's house. Savage, you're uninvited now. You can't come. Like, are you kidding me? Like, why are you doing that, dude? You think I want a guest on my personal property that's trying to fight people? Like, no, dude. Savage, what are you doing?
Being a little bit retarded. That's what she's doing.
Like, dude.
Can you share it in the Discord so I can fucking see it?
Oh my God. I'm sorry. It's
okay. Keep asking.
I am just ignoring you. My bad.
That's all right.
It's there now. So let's watch this one more time.
I dare you, because I'm going to whoop your ass, bitch. I'm going to whoop, and it's going to be live. I hope you ready for an ass whooping. That's all I got to say. You talk my mind.
Yeah. Well, we got.
it's like, come on, dude. Okay, Savage, if you would have said, let's meet up IRL and throw down, fine. All right. But you're inviting her to come to my fucking house, my property, to fight her there. Bro, now you're uninvited. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Nurse Roxy?
Jesus Christ.
Nurse Roxy? God, I hope all the people that Roxy has to take care of are safe. I think somebody should call her employer and make sure that they do checks on her to make sure she's doing the right thing.
Whoa is right.
Fucking what?
Did y'all catch that? Listen to this.
People that Roxy has to take care of are safe. I think somebody should call her employer and make sure that they do checks on her to make sure she's doing the right.
Okay. So Psycho Mom has went full IRL. All right. She's calling on her audience, right, on her own personal channel to call Roxy's work, okay, and get her in trouble. And that happened. That actually happened. People called Roxy's work, and Roxy is currently suspended from her real job because of this shit.
You're giving
Apparently, she called in at one point with Mike there.
Dying or crying. What happened?
It was because of the pills that people were saying you were giving Savage at Fat Camp.
Okay, so you believe everything in the fucking audience that the trolls say?
I'm wondering if it was. I said, please, if somebody has that, show it.
Did they show it?
Because supposedly you two said it on your own stream.
Did they show it? Did they show you us laughing at
There's a bunch of people saying it.
Or your fucking aunt or whoever?
Bunch of people saying it, Roxy.
I'm not saying a word.
Did they show it?
Okay. So apparently Psycho Mom has made up some rumor that Roxy's stealing the elderly patients that she takes care of's meds or something, and they're given to people at Fat Camp or something. Like, what the fuck is going on?
There's a bunch of people showing it. They're saying about it. A bunch. People I didn't
If
even
they're
fucking
showing it,
know were
play
saying
it.
it.
If they're showing it, go get it. Go get it.
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
Why do they have it out for Roxy? She's one of the sweetest people I ever knew. She's a bit of a ditz, but I mean, not so bad that she couldn't do her fucking job. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Okay, now also Savage's docs are literally, they're censored here, but they're literally being spammed in Psycho Mom's chat. Her docs.
Oh my God.
Okay. So now, let me see what else this is. And apparently they have not been removed. Apparently they're still there. Okay. Which Psycho Mom is saying that she did remove those docs, but apparently they're still there.
I feel like that was
So then
there was a whole thing about that.
So then Psycho Mom called into Nerds today, and here's this.
And if people listen to it, because the people that were in my chat, there wasn't many there when I was doing that, and they listened through the whole thing and knew I didn't mean either one of them personally go do it. Because I continued on and said,
And by the way, I think this started off by, and I'm pretty pissed off that the DACA team does not have this, but apparently Roxy.
Jessica Pizzle super chatted $20. Boogie, I don't know if you started a skin case routine or using a filter, but your skin looks great. I still don't like you, but I gotta recognize good skin when I see it.
Thank you. Getting healthier.
Apparently, one of the first things that was said in this argument, which we don't have the clip of, is that Psycho Mom threatened to fuck Savage's husband. Okay?
What?
At my 4th of July party. Okay? So then Savage in response is like, I'm gonna beat your ass at the 4th of July party. So like, again, this is hearsay. I don't know. I don't have the clip.
you don't know. Her
Hold on,
employer.
Cece, hold on. Psycho Mom.
I continued on to say her employer.
Okay, but either way, that like Psycho Mom, you were here for my first appearance. I personally like you. You're cool, you know. But
that what you said, like, it is like what they said is unacceptable. Don't get me fucking wrong. What they want to say to you is fucked up. They don't like you. But as soon as you go to that line of telling them that somebody should call their employer, that's just fucking, that's unacceptable.
And I
like,
agree
there's
that
no
even
way.
though you did clarify.
And I agree. And okay. Don't let her respond. Just jump in, Zay. Apparently Roxy confronted her.
Maybe she'll even admit to that her sister is doing things like that to her. If
Listen,
not, we could just find the clip.
If I can't talk, I'm just gonna fucking leave and I'll address it all on Milkers. Let me get my fucking point out.
Go for it. That's
3
all you
minutes
make
ago.
you know
Shut
about
the
it.
fuck up, bitch. I'm here.
You,
Fucking clear it
bitch.
up.
Okay, decorum.
Decorum,
Listen,
please.
first of all,
Calm
number
down
one,
now,
my
Kate.
family did not dox me. What I said was my family hates that I do this because I'm not the person that I'm fucking portraying to be. Yes, I'm a crazy fucking bitch. Yes, I do stupid shit in my life. They just don't like what I do. How is that doxing me? That is what my sister
Christian,
is.
please wake the fuck up so you can show it.
Okay, number two, number two, what the fuck did I do to you? I have text messages I showed Mike, I showed Keem. There is people calling my job, worried, telling me to go check on the people I'm working for. Why? Why? After you said that.
Probably the family members of the people.
Probably the family members. Like, okay.
Hey Mac Talkin' Smack super chatted $20. Yes, PM said in main chat in the Discord she was gonna get with Savage's husband because she was invited to 4th of July.
So Psycho Mom said that in main chat in the Discord that she was going to fuck Savage's husband because she was invited to the 4th of July. Yeah. Bro, these women are out of fucking control. And then this is the aftermath of it. And I'm sorry, Psycho Mom, but you're clearly responsible for this. You are responsible. That clip and what you said on your personal channel is why Roxy is fucking suspended now. It's so crystal clear.
Oh, Devin, you don't understand. Okay, you can say, "Oh, just ignore her. She's trolling you." It goes beyond
not
just a trolling
trolling.
thing. It goes beyond that. Do you understand that this is my real life? I am suspended from my job I had for almost 18 years where I never had a fucking complaint. Never. The only complaints I had was how good I am, awards, certificates, everything. This is real life. It's not a fucking troll. You don't get that.
Calm down.
So, dude, come on. Psycho Mom, you started a rumor that, you know, she's stealing fucking drugs from patients, which I don't know what the evidence on that is.
There's
and
none.
then you tell your audience someone should call her work. And now she's suspended for it while they do an investigation. It's like, bro, Psycho Mom, you're to blame for this.
It's fucking gross.
They're all in the wrong, you know. That's the thing. I can't get on this fucking clip. This clip is not working. You see me clicking on this, right?
Yeah.
Why is this not working? All right, here we go.
And when she
That's
tells the
bullshit.
story, she needs to really tell it correctly too, because I think when I was saying something about the 4th of July and I would drag her or whatever about that party, she forgets to tell the part where she said she was going to be hitting on my husband in front of me. What do you expect me to say?
Yeah.
What would any wife say?
Yeah, I understand that, Savage, but still, what the fuck? So basically, Roxy and Savage yesterday fired up a live stream, or maybe it was 2 days ago, maybe it was Monday, and they're crying and they're like, KEEM doesn't give a fuck about us. KEEM doesn't care about us. Savage, Roxy, I didn't know this was going on. I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of dealing with my own shit on my own show.
Yeah.
I got like a big hole over here, like a 400-pound hole. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but someone's missing because they did something really bad. I got my own shit I'm dealing with. Now, today was the first time I became aware of all this and had time to look into it and try to see what was going on. Tomorrow, on tomorrow's show, we are going to have Roxy, Savage, and Psycho Mom and probably Psycho Mom's son.
Oh, let's go.
On this show tomorrow. And we're going to go through this and try to resolve this because this is fucking insane.
Yeah, let's
like getting suspended from your work. Savage threatening to fight people at my fucking house. That ain't happening. Like, dude, like this has gotten so far out of fucking control and it's gone real life like that. And it's not, no, most people would be like, oh, Savage, that's Savage. She goes in real life and da-da-da-da. It's actually Psycho Mom that took this in real life, you know? And then Savage took it in real life in response. And it's like, dude.
Which is surprising to me because you see Savage trying to be a better person and fucking Psycho Mom being a cunt, just a terrible fucking person here.
I think there's a lot of wrong to go all the way around with that fucking whole thing.
I straight up take Savage's side right now. I mean, I'll get into it tomorrow. I might change my mind when new information comes in. Maybe I'll fence that motherfucker, but I can't wait to see these old bitches go at each other.
Maybe there's just a part of this that I don't understand and I don't know. You know, again, I can only go based on what the docket team puts together for me. But yeah,
I mean, it's not acceptable to get someone. Don't fuck with their money. Don't fuck with their jobs. That's a shitty thing to do.
And why? Like, I don't get it. Why did Psycho Mom go after? I mean, these are the questions that I want answers to. But yeah, they were real upset about me thinking like I didn't care. I was just busy. Today I got it. Gonna try to resolve this issue. One of the things they wanted is me to remove Psycho Mom's host role. So I did. I removed even Wings' host role. Anybody that's not an actual host, your role is removed. And then very important for all hosts, all right? We have a meeting tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern time zone. All hosts.
11 p.m. What the fuck? For what?
Because we have to have a group meeting. We have to talk about things with the company.
God damn it, 11 p.m. I'll be there.
That's 10 p.m. your time. What are you crying about?
I know, bitch. Man, no more watching shit with my fucking girlfriend and shit. That's at that time of night where we finally start unwinding for bed.
Boogie, it's a 30-minute meeting. It's going to be 11 p.m.
I'll fucking do it.
That's 10 p.m. your time to 10:30.
I said I'll do it. It's just fucking it's a weird fucking time. It's the middle of the goddamn night.
It has to be that time so everybody is available. All right? Not everyone is available at 8 and you got to wait until everyone's home. Everyone can make it.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm just going to bitch anyway. I like to bitch. Fuck you.
Besides, we got to have meetings like this. Like, dude, stop doxing each other or you're going to get fired.
Okay.
We got to talk about a bunch of things. And I don't want to do 17,000 meetings. I'd rather get all the hosts there and just say a bunch of stuff that we need to be focused on. And so we can all be successful and we can all win.
Okay, fine. All right, you got me back on board. I like money.
Do you know EDP is going viral for trying chili fries?
What? Why? How? What?
Dude.
Do people not know anymore?
I don't know how he's going viral all the time, every day. I don't get it.
I think I know what it is, and it's disgusting.
Oh, shit. I didn't share it with you, and it's playing. Bear with me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, let's play it real quick.
I seriously have to lay off of the motherfucking chili fries. I am bleeding from the asshole again. Not to mention, my fucking heart is pounding super fast, and I got a fucking migraine headache. It's definitely from the chili fries because before I ate this shit, I did not feel like this. My stomach is all fucked up. You guys.
Yeah, why is that going viral? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Dude, that guy is always talking about his shit and what he eats and how it comes out and how his asshole feels. Why do people want to see that?
Dude, he tweeted out, "What do I like the most about my job? Payday, lunch break, and leaving that motherfucker." And then the top comment is, "We all make mistakes, bro."
What?
That's the top comment. Look at this.
See,
we all make mistakes, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, the world we live in right now is so fucked up because negative clout is the new good clout. Like, if Mr. Beast used his money to fucking torture people, he'd probably make more fucking money back. I don't get the fucking world. I need to run another crypto thing. I need to fucking fake another cancer.
And
Fuck
this
it. I don't know.
This is the absolute last story of the day. We have brought back the direwolf. The direwolf has been extinct for 10,000 years on this planet. Scientists have brought them back. They are now fucking 6 months old, but we have footage that was just released of them as puppies. That is the first time a direwolf has been heard on this planet in 10,000 fucking years. And by the way, direwolves are huge. This is the size of a direwolf compared to a human.
Yeah, if they release these back into the wild, shit's gonna get fucked up.
Dude, they're almost twice as big as a normal wolf. Like a timber wolf's a pretty big wolf.
Why would they want to release those into the wild? Those go kill human beings, man.
Yeah. So,
fucking retards.
So here's the thing. At the end of the Younger Dryas, like a bunch of mammals went extinct. So some type of global event, asteroid or some shit happened at that time. And they can bring back all of them now. The woolly mammoths coming back. All these fucking things are coming back. And they're coming back soon. Within the next 10 years, they'll all be back.
So we're literally in a world where Jurassic Park is real.
Kind of. We can't get enough dinosaur DNA, but we can get enough of these animals that went extinct 10,000 years ago.
Did we not? No. So they said what they fucking did is they altered the DNA just a tiniest little fucking bit. I saw a video about this and like, motherfuckers, stop. Don't.
No, I'm all for it.
Don't.
I'm all for it.
Why?
Boogie, what's your last comment? I'm late.
My last comment is I don't want a direwolf to eat my dick.
What a fucking retard. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow when it's an all-out battle with the Golden Girls, the Milkers, versus Psycho Mom.